Again, I'm going to play devil's advocate with you, Kevin, because I'm not disagreeing with the conclusion that you're coming to, but you have to think at that time, the Home Office was facing an unprecedented situation where elements of cannabis were becoming available on the high street, widespread, as a food supplement, was unregulated. People were believing that it could contain THC. They were actively talking about it. They were marketing it as containing THC. And I think you had GW, and there are undeniable connections between GW and the Home Office, which again, you would have hoped somebody would have sat back and looked at the perception of this. But I think they were probably trying to determine what the appetite was from the governing body at the time, which would have been the European Commission, to make a decision on cannabidiol as a food supplement. The Home Office then has decisions to make as to whether or not cannabidiol is or is not controlled, and it's not controlled. We know it's not controlled. So I do think it can justify being part of those discussions. I struggle to see if the way you are describing the document is true, and we have to say at the moment that we don't know.
Yeah.
But if you had that document and it said what you believe it says, and I've got no reason to believe that it won't, then I think you have a very valid point. With regard to Ultraviras, I don't necessarily think that they have stepped outside of their power, because their role is to protect, and statutorily they have control over controlled cannabinoids. So they would have a responsibility to be involved. But I think if that was shown to be true, then they would be rightly criticised, and I think you probably result in an apology for the way something was handled. But I don't see you being able to show that they acted outside of their power.
Yeah, again, as stated before, this the level of suspicion versus fact is always something that I'm keenly focused on. But equally, there's if those redactions were a little bit shorter or something, maybe I wouldn't have come to the same kind of suspicions. But
I think probably fine, Kevin, that they'd say that it was a doctored photograph, doctored document. They were in Domino's Pizza with their daughter celebrating their birthday, and they didn't sweat overnight. I think that's probably what you would find.
Okay.